Good morning, everyone. Hello and happy Tuesday. I wasn't real sure what today was. I had to look on my phone and see. I've lost track of everything, but good morning, good morning. And let's see who is in here today. Get there. There we are. Hello. Hello, everyone. Come on in. The weather's fine. Okay. Well, I just shared it into the group. If you come in, just let people know you're here. Elena, good morning. I know you're probably a lot warmer than I am here in Texas. It's 31 degrees here. Good morning, Miss Roslyn. Yes, Auntie Jean arrived home. I have a little video of it. I'll try to put that out today so y'all can see her reunion with her puppies. It was so special. And I'm so glad that she got delivered back home safely. And thank you all. Ricky, Josie, good morning to both of you. Blue, hi, sweetheart. I just read your message about Dave. And yes, many prayers going up for that man of yours, my dear darling friends up there in Vermont. Let's keep your Dave safe, keep all of you safe. Morning, Annie 7. Good afternoon, Pat Moss. Leo, hi, sweetheart. Okay. Kuan Yin has a message for us that wants to jump out of the deck. Not sure what that's all about. But let's go into our hearts. Let's do that heart-brain coherence. And Blue, I sure wish Dave would do that. It would alleviate a lot of anxiety because that's what I've found with it. It just really settles down the energy. Elena, rainy but warm. Well, you guys, prayer helps so much. I just really want to say that because yesterday I had kind of looked to see what was going to happen with the weather because I don't travel well in wet weather and I don't travel well in ice and snow. So when we left San Antonio, it was raining. And Jean and I, before we started out in the car, we both prayed and I asked for clear weather. I said, okay, God, I know it's raining right now, but you know what? I know that could change. And I asked for it to be clear weather, and it was clear weather all the way to Jean's house. I fully believe in the power of prayer because the news had said that it was going to rain. It showed rain all across the state, which we went all the way across the state. So prayer does move mountains and works miracles. And I just want to say that from experience of what happened with us. Pat Moss, you're making Christmas baubles with sweets and chocolates in them for the grandchildren. That is so awesome. Suzanne, good morning, sweetheart. All right, so let's go into our hearts. And just breathe in. And hold it in your heart with the energy of love. Know that you are loved. You are worthy. You are enough just as you are. And you deserve every good thing in life. Just soak all that up. Bring those words right into your heart. Know how special you are. And then release. Release anything unlike love. Release what might be bothering you or drawing your attention away from your magnificence. Release anxieties. Release fear. Only love and light is welcome here. And that fear happens when you get out of your heart and into your head. So breathe it in again. Breathe in the beautiful love energy. And then release. Good morning. I am so happy that all of you are here. And Blue says, ugh, such a cement-headed Pollock. He works harder than 10 people. He did not read the memo that he is supposed to be kind to himself. Teri, he watches the sun come up each morning. That is his way. I know. I get it. I understand. But I'm just saying, I know the power of the heart-brain coherence. And I know how beautiful it is when you realize you're magnificent and you realize that, you know what, there's a power greater than us. And when we connect our heart and our brain, we understand that more fully. So Dave, love you just as you are. All right, so let's get to the blog. Marietta, good morning, sweetheart. Kathleen, good morning, Mama Hot Bear. Michelle Landers, good morning. Oh, I hope you're feeling better, Michelle. Love you so very much. All right, so I am going to read the blog. And I hope that you all saw the blog and pictures and the sweetness of our dear Auntie Jean that I wrote about last night. Anyway, it's called Friendship Insights. And as soon as it comes up, I will read it to you. I'm so happy to be here with Jean. Friendship is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It's not something you learn in school, but if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything. And that is from Muhammad Ali. I have been so blessed in my life to have the most amazing friends. I just took a 4-month journey with one such friend, Jean Lorio. What an awesome being this lady is. She is definitely a blessing in my life in so many ways. Her sweet demeanor is real. I would tease her pretty much every day about one thing or another, and I believe she finally let herself loosen up and laugh at the silliness of life. I'm so glad we had the opportunity to bond with each other and have incredible experiences along the 6,000 plus mile journey. I know both of our lives have been changed due to this time together. I watched her sweet face as she reunited with her husband and 2 fur babies who had waited patiently for her to come back home. It was bittersweet, as it also heralded the end of our travels together. At least for now, I'm going to miss my co-pilot. Dear angels, in life, we find our soul family and reunite with them each incarnation. I know that every person in my life is there for a reason. Some, such as Jean, are there as teachers as well as close sisterly relationship, while others may be there for an experience with the contrasts and hard lessons of life. Some are not meant to be lasting lifetime relationships, but are no less loved just from a distance. Dear ones, when you are blessed to have that special friendship that brightens your life, know that this is no coincidence. It is something you have cultivated over many lifetimes. Some of the close relationships you enjoy now were your contrast relationships in a prior lifetime, and you both came out stronger for it. Do not dismay when this happens in life. You are helping each other to rise to a higher level. Appreciate the time you do have together and know that at the end of your days, you will understand it more fully. Dear angels, today I promise to not judge myself so harshly when there is discord with another, knowing that the contrast experiences are some of the most valuable ones I will have in my lifetime. I found some beautiful pictures of Jean and I as we traveled around. And so those are posted as well on the blog. So I really hope that you all will go and read that for yourself and just see the love and the love that the angels give us. And I love this lesson, the lesson that, we think sometimes that we've made a mistake in a relationship. Sometimes we think, why did I do that? Why did I go into that relationship, whether it's romantic or friendship? Why did I do that? But you know what? There's no accidents and there's no coincidences. And as the angels shared with us, those are some of the most meaningful relationships. When we have a difference with another person, it's not a mistake at all. It's something that was meant to be. So perhaps you have had an out with someone and you're not speaking, or you have unresolved things between you. Just know that it's all meant to be and lighten up on yourself. That's the best thing that you can do. Annie, Grayson keeps saying, Holy Spirit, activate. Those are powerful words there, honey. When you say those words, oh yeah, so much happens. And Michelle says, how beautiful. Thank you for those uplifting words, Teri. Yeah. Blue says, I know once in a while when I give him Reiki, I get him to tough. I call it something different for him. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what tough is. Hope Wellington Marshall. Good morning, darling. She says, trust all the P's are well. Glad that great Auntie Jean has been delivered safely back home. What an adventure. Now she has the bug. I think now she might go out on her own Peace on Earth tour and join up with me somewhere. But for right now, she's settled in, safe and snug into her home with her babies. She was so beautiful last night when she got in with those babies. I think part of her anxiety was that they would forget her. Who could ever forget Auntie Jean? She's one of the most unforgettable people there is. She's so amazing. And yes, I hope so, Blue. She says, I hope Jean writes about each first from here adventures there and back again. Then come on and tell us. I'm going to try to get her on more and more and have her share now that we've reached the end of this particular leg of the journey. I would really hope that she could share some of that with you all. And wow, we got here a little late last night. It was a very long day of travel from San Antonio to El Paso. And yeah, I was wiped out and I didn't want to get up this morning because, it's 2 hours earlier now. So it's like 6 o'clock in the morning to be on here with you guys. But here we are. Here I am. And so glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. Oh, it was supposed to be breathe. I know I couldn't read that autocorrect. So you could get him to breathe. Yes, I'm so glad. All right, so let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about all of that. This card just kind of popped out of the deck. So I'm not even sure what it is. I haven't looked at it other than the picture. And that's the picture. And let's see what it says. Harvest Mother watches over me. The inner world offers powerful healing energy, creating space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, and honor all messages from our inner world with wisdom, allows this inner medicine to work its healing magic, even if it seems unfathomable. At any intellectual level, the inner world knows how to restore and heal every aspect of the soul. We just need to invite and allow it. That's right. Our inner world, even if an adventure comes to an end, kind of like what's just happened with the Thelma and Louise experience, but knowing that that's all inside, it's all in us. We don't have to keep moving around in that vehicle. It's all inside of here. So we'll never lose that. Christina, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. And Christina, I want you to know, I still have the sweater you gave me when I visited with you in Michigan. And it came in handy for Auntie Jean because she didn't have super duper warm stuff to put on. And it was kind of cold in some places that we've been already. So that worked out well for her to wear that sweater. And thank you. And Christina says, Ron and the pups must have been so joyous to see Auntie Jean after her magnificent adventures. They were very, very super excited that she was home. And Blue said, Jean's family is never going to let her leave again, not even to the store. I know, right? Like, don't even think about moving toward that door. You're not going anywhere. So, yeah, I think there's going to be watchful eyes on our Auntie Jean. But wow, what a memory that she has now. And like you all, I really pray that she will write it all down and bring it all to her memory and keep that, hold that in her memory. You know, that's why books are written. That's why stories are told. And I told her yesterday, we knew it was like the last miles of our trip together. And I said, you know, some people do this and they have so many stories to tell their grandchildren. And I pray that that's the case, that she'll help them to see this adventure she went on through her eyes and help them to know what a difference it made in her life. Because I delivered a totally different person here in El Paso than the one that left over 6,000 miles ago. There's been a lot of change, a lot of people she's interacted with, a lot of experiences along the way. And Annie says, that sounds reignited and it feels so good, comes to mind for her and her hubby and dogs. Yeah, it was. It was a beautiful, beautiful reunion. And the doggies just kept loving on her and licking her face. Blue, you would have been proud. It wasn't big old slurpy Labrador kisses, but it was her puppy kisses. And that meant the world to her to know that they didn't forget her. She's their mommy. How could they possibly forget Auntie Jean? So I'm glad that she had that moment and she knew that she was so loved when she got home. And that was just the icing on the cake because, you know, she's been gone for a while. So it would make sense that puppies might think, oh, she's never coming back. And then all of a sudden, there she is. And I know we don't fully understand what goes through a puppy's thought process, You know, do they think that she's been gone 1 day, 1 hour, a year? You know, you just don't know. But I know I saw the love and the excitement and the wonder of that reunion. And I did video. The video's not great because it wasn't great lighting, but I think you can hear in her voice and you can see how excited those puppies were. All right, so it is Thankful Tuesday. Thankful, terrific Tuesday. What are you thankful for? What's going on in your world? What's the things that you want to share with us that will lift us up and help us to surround you with love and lift you as well? So let's hear it. Let's hear your thankfulness this morning. Gratitude is huge, such a huge part of our life. And Blue says, you keep saying Auntie Jean and the girls are looking for her. Silly Jean. She is always in our hearts. That giggling girl. Yes, she is. And I can't wait for her to go out and visit with her fae out in the backyard. Kind of cold right now. It's in the 30s here this morning. But I know her, and she's going to be out feeding her birds. That's her morning routine, feeding birds and talking to the fae. So I can't wait for them to reunite with her as well. Isabel says, I honor and I am grateful for all my friendships. They are my blessings as my kids and husband. They brighten my days and delight my soul. It's not explainable, the profound feeling of joy and harmony. Amen to all my friends. I love them. Isabel, I love you so much. And I am so grateful you're in my life, grateful you're my friend, and that I got to meet you and experience your love. Thank you for that. Thank you to all of my friends. When I was writing that blog last night, I just had such a warmth and was thinking about, as I was looking through my pictures, I was thinking about the get-togethers, the Vermont retreat, the Florida get-together. And it was just amazing to look on the faces of all of you that I know in person, not just online, and just to see the beauty and the joy of friendship. So Isabel, you're so right. It's not explainable at all. Kathy Hand, I'm so glad you're here. Kathy says, I'm thankful that you and Jean made such an impact on my life and others too. Blue, so grateful for everyone here. I'm going to visit my guy shortly. I'm so thankful that he had such beautiful energy and prayer sent his way on this glorious day. Blessings. Bless you, Jean. Love you so very much. And that Dave, you know, he is surrounded by angels, and he's surrounded by earth angels who are lifting him up every day, especially when there's something going on that could be harrowing in his life. So sending love and blessings to him, and please let him know that we're all thinking of him as he's getting ready to have such a hard day. Kamal, good morning in Pakistan. Oh, Kamal, absolutely, we're lifting you up. You're on our prayer list. We have a long prayer list, and we pray for you. We pray for those orphans in Pakistan, and just know that you are loved. Know that whatever is happening in your life, this is our human experience. And go into your heart. When we're in our mind, we think of those struggles. We think of the things that are just so devastating sometimes. Go into your heart. Know that you are loved. Know that you are surrounded by a family of love. And that's what we are. Joanne Castrillo, good morning. Joanne is thankful for the P's for peace. I am so thankful for you, Joanne, in my life. I love you so dearly. And I just want absolute wonderful experiences for you. Elena is thankful for everything and everyone that I know and have. Oksana, good morning. For my terrific Tuesday, I decided to be simply satisfied right now, right here, doing what I am doing, and just go from one satisfaction to another. Very simple, nothing big. That's beautiful, Oksana. Kamal, thankful to you. Oh, so thankful you're here today. Pat Moss, I'm grateful for the small miracles that happen to me every day. They have a big effect. They certainly do. You know, those what we consider small miracles, they're huge. There's no measurement when it comes to miracles. Every miracle is something magnificent all in itself. So whatever is happening, just smile and say, thank you, I love you, bringing that powerful miracle into each experience that we have. And Kathy Hand is so grateful for all the friends made through the Angelic River family. Me too, Kathy. That was the beginning. That was where we all started getting together and just joining in, knowing that we're all one, and that we all have this experience called life. And when we join our energies together, it makes that life so amazing and powerful and easier to go through the trials and the tribulations of life. And Kathy, prayers for a missing or stolen business credit card from Bob's wallet. We did lock the account, but it's truly worrisome that someone might be trying to steal from us now. Yes, let's think of maybe it was misplaced. Go to that thought first. And, maybe it was taken, but you've taken safeguards, and just put the energy of Archangel Michael around the business. Kathy, that's very important. Cover that business with the shield of Archangel Michael. Deirdre, good morning. All right, let's see what else is going on before we move along to the prayers. And we know we're holding our Dave up this morning. Anyone else that wants to put prayers into the circle, just go ahead and type that in. Kathleen Caputo. For many years, I've spent Thanksgiving with a friend, Suzanne, and her family. Because of COVID, I haven't done that since 2019, but we'll be with them this year again. So thankful for friends, family, and all the peas and all the love here. I'm so grateful for you, Kathleen, and grateful I will be here with Auntie Jean for Thanksgiving with her beautiful family and get to see her daughter. Her daughter lives here. One of her daughters lives here in town. So she's coming for Thanksgiving, and I'll get to see her while I'm here. Yes, absolutely. Just place an energy of love and protection around yourselves and your business, your family, everything. Just place that shield over all that is in your life. And Deirdre's offering prayers for all humans, for Gaia, and world peace, and attention to human trafficking. I want to share something with you all. We're traveling, I believe, in Texas. We've gone through a few states just recently, but there was on the billboard that flashes up on the interstate, there was a message, and it had to do with a clear alert. And I wasn't sure what that was. I know what an amber alert is, and I know what a silver alert is. So the amber is for small children that are missing, and the silver alert is for seniors that are missing, or that they maybe be in a vehicle driving and may not know where they're at, because that happens sometimes. but I didn't know what a clear alert was. So good old Siri and Googling found out that a clear alert is for possible abductions. It's kind of like the in-between. So in between the children and the seniors, there is this whole stretch, and it's called a clear alert. So if you see something like that being shown when you're driving along the roadways, the interstates especially, just know that that's what's happening, that we need to lift up somebody that is possibly in danger. Thank you, Auntie Jean. Good morning, Ringo. Little Ringo's very happy. See this little face. He's so happy to be reunited with his mama. Good morning. Good morning, Teri. Oh, I get Ringo kisses this morning. I was happy everybody wants to see you home, Auntie Jean. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, I'm getting doggy loved. Yay. She said the magic word, food. She brought me hot water. Oh, thank you, Auntie Jean. Okay. So anyway, that's what I was wanting to share with you about the clear alerts. And I wasn't sure what it was. I didn't know if anybody else knew what it was. So I just wanted to share that. Like Santa says, if something is lost, good reply from Pam Grout. Give thanks for whatever you have left, whatever you happen to have now, even if it's only one dime. If there's no dime, give thanks for the sun, that the sun came up this morning and that your heart is still pumping blood throughout your body. Give thanks that you get to experience this precious life, even when it doesn't feel so precious. Thank you for that, Oksana. I love my Pam Grout. If you all don't know who she is or haven't experienced any of her writing, she's an amazing writer, an amazing woman. And she shares openly in Raleigh about her life. She lost her precious daughter a few years ago. And I know that was devastating, but she started a foundation in her daughter's name. She does so much good to help others, and her writing is really spectacular. So check her out if you don't know who she is. Kathleen Caputo is thankful for animals. Well, absolutely. I am so grateful for all animals, and especially those that in our lives, like Ringo and Harry and Pucky and Gruff and all the beautiful, beautiful fur babies. All righty, so let's go into our prayers. Annie has someone who needs to be on the list. Ruby Neal is his name. He's undergoing cancer treatment and it's spreading. Okay, so I'll add him to the prayer list. And Blue, if you will add him to the grid, please, I would appreciate that. And I'm going into Colorado after my time here with Jean over the holiday. And there's several people that I know in Colorado that could use our prayers. So let's lift up the Colorado family, Ruth's family, Denise's family, and several friends that I have met along the way that are in real need. Thank you, Blue. All right, so any other prayers, go ahead and put them in there. And I just want to ask, again, a special prayer for my nephew, Brian. You all hopefully have become familiar with his saga and what's going on in his life, and the fact that he is waiting to see if he can possibly get a liver transplant. He is now coming up on 4 months sober and clean from drugs and alcohol. and talking to the transplant team. So there's hope. And thank you. Thank you for lifting him up for these last, well, he's been on our list for, I know, the last year and probably more than that. Leo, prayers for the families of those who lost their lives in the Colorado nightclub and all those involved. Thank you for that, Leo. Absolutely. That was such a tragedy. So thank you for reminding us to pray for the times when there's trauma that hits. All right, so going into our hearts, just breathe in love and breathe out love. Slow down your being. Slow down the breath, the thoughts, the energy surrounding you. Everything comes to stillness when you do this. And you don't have to think. You don't have to do anything other than just be. So hold that energy of being in your heart. Know, as our Marietta teaches us, that everything is working perfectly. And now let's remember those who were shared with us today, all of these new requests, and adding them to our long list. We're going to see our prayer circle right now, covered by our love. As you have been breathing in love and breathing out love, breathe it over every name, every family, every animal, every place, all of nature. Just allow that love to flow. Kuan Yin says it's healing, so let's do that. Let's send that love right into the heart of every being on the planet, and especially those that have been given to us by family members and friends. Let's lift up those two sweet babies that we pray for, Wyatt and Haven. Let's lift up anyone that's on your heart right now. Just place them into that circle. And as we breathe in that light coming from the divine, that special warmth where we know that we are loved. We know that whatever we care about, God cares about as well. So breathe that warmth over anyone in your life that you feel needs it, anyone close to you. And then exhale love. Breathe in the light again, knowing that you're not alone. There are so many on here right now that want the very best for you, for your friends, for your family, for your neighbors, your country. And then breathe it out over all of that, over the town you live in, the county, the state, and the country that you live in. Now breathe it in again, that beautiful energy of love, and let's breathe it into the waterways, the waters that connect us all, continent to continent. And then we give gratitude. Gratitude is that secret ingredient. So as you are thinking of all of these that we're praying for, every name, every place, every animal, all of nature, just give gratitude for all of it. Whoever it may be in your life that's going through a challenge, give gratitude for what's going on in their life, knowing that on the other side of that challenge is something magnificent. See that person healthy, See them happy. See them enjoying this thing called life. Always look at the perfection, not at any perceived illness or struggle, but see the perfection of all that's happening. And in your own life, same thing. There may be struggles, there may be challenges, there may be things you're dealing with this very moment. But give gratitude for being through that, for being on the other side of it. Envision if you were walking on hot coals, you keep going. You don't stop. You just keep going. So if there's something happening and you feel like it's got you stuck, just remember the hot coals and say, okay, one foot in front of the other, I've got this. And move forward in that forward momentum that's going to propel you into the answers and propel you through that experience to the very best experience you can have. Gratitude. It is the secret ingredient. So thank you. Thank you all for being here. Let's love on each other on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. Give that love. Give it to each other. Give it to your friends, your family. And just keep those words in mind. Everything is working perfectly. And it is. EIWP. Thank you, Marietta. Seeing sweet dreams in its perfection. Everything is working perfectly on that boat. And just allow it. Accept, align, allow. Okay. I am going to see if we can play Leo this morning. I know he's with us. So Leo, let's go find you. And the girls are probably so ready for that. Sweet Pocky and Gruff. They're ready for waggle butts. So let's go play the music so they can get there. Trying to find you, Leo. Okay, gotta go to YouTube. It's not coming up for me on Alexa. Pocky and Gruff are ready for their Leos. Okay, well, let's see if we can get it going for them. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Yay! To the big love of Pocky and Gruff.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call it AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call it AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Full of joy, full of light, full of love. This is feeling up from the top here. Love is always hard and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling, not to play a spoon on the show. Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high hi-fi because the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Oh. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of love. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of love. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of love. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of love. There really is no secret. Simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning cup of full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the hi-fi because the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the hi-fi because the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Woo! That's right, Blue. Joy, 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 joy. Oi. Oh my gosh. I love you all so much. Remember to smile. Marietta says, spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. Sure does. I love you all so much. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. And the saga continues of the Peace on Earth tour. Who knows what will happen along the way? Maybe there'll be another passenger in that front seat. Maybe there will be new adventures and new places to visit and new things to see. Stay tuned as it does continue. Good afternoon, Janet Byron. Thank you for being here. All right, I'm off to see my Auntie Jean and see how she slept in her beautiful, familiar bed last night. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Stay in gratitude, stay in your heart, and stay blessed. I love you. I will see you later. Bye, everyone.